So for me, I've just, because I'm a single mother,
Yes.
number one. So I look at my kids, and I remember a couple of months ago, I was extremely sick, sick to the point where I could not get out of bed. So I remember calling the doctor and crying, and I said, "Doctor, I feel like I'm dying." And then the doctor was like, "You cannot die, you have 2 small children." So I was severely depressed. And then I thought, what would happen to me if I died today? Number one, Makeup by Rose would be forgotten,
Yes.
and then what would happen to my kids? So I decided my children are not going to be lazy, and then no one handed me anything.
True.
I had to work for it. So I want the same for my children. And right now, children are so used to getting everything they want the easy way. And then when they grow up, it's an issue. They get into drugs, they don't want to work, or I want to do this, and then they change. So I want my daughter to learn the makeup artistry, the skincare part, and the business, and my son as well. I want my son to be able to come and run Makeup by Rose, like everything, the operations. And then I want my daughter to actually be able to do it. So I want them both. And I have separated it like that so they don't fight later. And we will put it in writing by the time they are 15.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
your daughter, you told me, she's 7?
She's 7.
and
My
your
son is 10.
So how are you starting this particular part?
So from next week, they're starting their training. JD, my son, will start on the business aspect.
So they have a JD. At 10.
Yeah, 10. So and he's starting, and I'm not the one training him.
Yes.
Some parts I'll train him, but then I'll hand him over to my people.
Yes.
My daughter is starting on the services.
Yes.
Apart from the ones that I use like laser, like makeup artistry, she will start with, she already knows a little bit about it, but she will take strict lessons on the products, on everything. So even if you ask her, what is makeup application, what is a concealer, I want her to understand. By the time she's 15, I want her to be able to work part-time and actually make money. Everything they have to earn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And speaking about the business, so you've talked about you have the services arm, you have the products arm, but also you have the school.
Yeah.
How did the school come about, and what has been the key? Because I think you always enroll, I think,
Yeah.
100 students every month. What has been the key for that particular consistency?
So for the school, I quickly realized, like from my clients and from the people that were coming to me, people loved beauty, but they did not really understand it. And then I make money from it. This is what I eat. This is what pays all my bills, my salaries, everything. So I realized people can actually make something out of this. So that's the only way I can give back. So I started the school, and every month we sponsor a couple of students for free. It's teaching them, and like the business aspect. So there's where they taught about basic skincare, product knowledge, and then the business aspect. So the business aspect, the whole of it, it's actually my experiences. It's the things that I tried and tested, and they worked.
Yes.
So that's why I train them. So most of our students are doing very well in the industry, working for MAC Cosmetics, Lintons and stuff like that, running their own businesses. So it was just a way for me to give back and to actually use I didn't want it to die with me. It's a way to empower women. Yeah, because most women love beauty, and some of them want to. So if a woman never went to university, but she can do this and actually make money, why not?
Interesting.
Yeah.
And given that now you're running a full-fledged business, there's a product, there's a services, there's a school, what have been the challenges in terms of just ensuring that you have your hands, on all this empire that you're trying to build? How exactly have you been able to sustain this? Because it's not easy. It's everything falling on your shoulder.
It's not easy, especially being a mother.
You're
niko na school fees huku. Don't forget I'm a single mother handling everything. I have employees, 8 of them. I have 2 nannies in the house. I have manufacturers, like I have lashes also. I have my manufacturer in China, my manufacturer in Canada. I have 2 manufacturers in Kenya. I have my staff wenye wananikula kichwa, and they're all women. And then sometimes things even go wrong. And then sometimes you make a product, inaenda one ingredient inaharibika yote, the whole shipment. So if you're not careful, like before I used to like fall into almost depression. So you just have to, I've learned to get up very fast. It's just, I'm very good at multitasking. But these days I take breaks kidogo before, because the things that I do in a day, so much. Sometimes I have so much content to post, it takes me a month to post vitu za 1 week. Because I am doing so much. There's the services, there's a training, like you said, there's the start. It's just, I always tell myself I can do it. I can do it, I can do it. And whenever, like, there's one thing that I do these days, because I realized because of too much work and taking on too much, I was extremely fatigued. I remember one time going to the hospital and the doctor was like, Rose, you're not sick, it's just mental fatigue. So these days when I get home, I go on flight mode, I turn on meditation music, I just lie down for like an hour. It's very good. And then every Thursday I'm off. I'll either go get a massage or have someone come to my house, massage me, or just relax. And then, because of my children, you know, I have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, and then it's very weird. My kids have the same energy. Shiona kama Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
That's how my house is. So sometimes what I do, I will go check myself into an Airbnb for 2-3 days by myself.